So for part 1, you have to substitute x equals minus 1 into f of x and see, and it should equal 0. So f of minus 1 equals 2 times minus 1 to the power of 4. You should show all this working. Minus 6 times minus 1 cube minus 14 times minus 1 square plus 30 times minus 1 plus 36. Okay, and that will be 2 plus 6 minus 14 minus 30 plus 36. So that will be 44. Take away 44, which is 0. So f of minus 1 equals 0. Therefore, x plus 1 is a factor of f of x. Okay, you must write that statement. Okay, for part 2, it says that x plus 2, a little bit bigger, x plus 2 is a factor. Hence, write f of x as a product of 4 linear factors. Okay, so for that, we know x plus 1 is a factor, and they've said that x plus 2 is also a factor. Okay, so if I times these out, x plus 1 times x plus 2, I'll get x squared plus 3x plus 2. And if I divide f of x by this, I should get the other 2 factors. Okay, so and the division, you can do it either by box method or you can do it by long division. Okay, so if you do long division, x squared plus 3x plus 2, I'll show the box method as well. You've got 2x to the power of 4 minus 6 x squared, x cubed minus 14x squared plus 30x plus 36. So what will I times x squared by to get 2x to the power of 4 is 2x squared. And then you times all this by 2x squared. So that you'll get 2x to the 4 plus 6x cubed plus 2 times 2 is 4x squared. And in division, you always take away. So that take away that is that. Minus 6, take away 6 will be minus 12x cubed. And 40 minus 14, take away minus 4, that will be minus 18x squared. And then you could put plus 0 here. So that will be plus 30x plus 36. Okay, then what will I times x squared by to get minus 12x cubed, so which will be minus 12x. Okay, so times all this by minus 12x. So that will be minus 12x cubed minus 36x squared minus 24x, and put plus 0 there. Okay, so and you take away. So that take away that is 0. That will be 18x squared, and that will be plus 54x, because 30 take away minus 24, 54x plus 36, and the remainder should be 0 because we know this is a factor of f of x. So now what will I times x squared by to get 18x squared is 18. Okay, so that, and then times all this by 18. So 18x squared, 18 times 3 is 54x, 18 times 2 is 36. Take away, answer is 0. So we can write f of x equals x plus 1, x plus 2 times 2x squared minus 12x plus 18. Yeah, okay. So now if you look, this is all, you can take 2 out, so you can have x plus 1, x plus 2 times 2, and if I take 2 outside, x squared minus 6x plus 9. So I can put that 2 in the front, 2, x plus 1, x plus 2, and if I factorize that, that is a x minus 3 squared. Okay, so that is, we've got a repeated root at x minus, because x minus 3 squared shows that. Now you can either use long division or you can use box method. So I'll show you how to do the box method. Before doing the box method, let me just write down what we need. On that. I'll use a different color pen so that you know it's a box method. So you can use long division or the box method. So we know f of x is 2x to the 4. I just need to write this down. Minus 6x cubed minus 14x squared plus 30x plus 36. Okay, so let's draw the box out. Okay, so what was it? We've got x squared plus 3x plus 2. Okay, so it's the opposite of grid methods of multiplying. Okay, so that will be 2. We want 2x to the power of 4. So what will I times x squared by to get 2x to the 4 is 2x squared. And then you times 2x squared by these two. So that will be 6x cubed and 4x squared. But we want minus 6x cubed. At the moment, we've got 6x cubed. Okay, so these should times to give minus 6x cubed. I mean, these should add together to give minus 6x cubed. But we've got 6x cubed, so that has to be minus 12x cubed. So what will you times x squared by to get minus 12? X is minus 12x. Okay, then you times minus 12 by minus 3, so it's minus 36 x squared and minus 24x. Okay, now these three, did I that one? Okay, now these three should add up to x squares, and how many x squares do we want? Is minus 14. So we've got minus 36 plus 4, 32. We want minus 14, so that will be 18x squared. Okay, so what will I times x squared by to get 18x squared is plus 18. Okay, and then 18 times 3 is 54. And 18 times 2 is 36. So if you do 54 minus 24 is 30. Yes, it works. So it's a factor. So we've got x plus 1, x plus 2, and then 2x squared minus 12x plus 18. And then you factorize like how we did over there, that step, that one, and you follow that step. Okay, so now let's do the next part, which says solve f of x equals 0. So we know, so for part 3, let's take the blue color. Okay, for part 3 we need to solve f of x equals 0. So we have f of x equals 2x plus 1, x plus 2, and x minus 3 squared. So when you f of x equals 0, that means all that equals 0. So you can have x equals -1, x equals -2, or x equals 3. Yeah? That's the answer for part 3. And part 4 is sketch the graph. Okay, so let's draw the axes. Okay, so okay, so we need to sketch the axes. So we know it's -2, -1, and the y-intercept is 36. Okay, so the graph's going to go from here, this one, -2, 36, and then going down to 3, and there's a repeated root at 3, so it goes back up. So that's 3, -1, -2, and that's 36. Okay, that's your graph. That's part 4. Okay, so that completes question 3.